I just got the distributor cleaned up. Went to the auto store and bought the gasket. And now we're going to be putting it back in. The whole reason I did this is because while it was running, oil was just pouring out the back. I didn't realize that whenever I was installing it that the gasket fell off. I can't find it nowhere, so I just went and bought a new one. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to try to find a place to set this up. Let's see if it'll work here. Alright. Let's do this thing. Oh. Let me check something real quick. You know what? Before I do this, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. One second. Be right back. All right, I'm back. It's got paint on it. Well, I go through all the trouble of putting this thing back together and it's just going to leak again, right? Alright, let's move it around a little bit more. Once I get this cleaned up, I'll go ahead and install it. What's this? That's old. That's not supposed to be there. All right. Let's do this. Nope, 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 nope. Yay, it's raining. Come on. Oh. Sorry. Aha. Alright. I gotta get out of here. See what happens when you're trying to fix stuff? Starting to rain. Welcome to Florida, guys. Alright. Oh, I'm about to run into a tree branch. Hold on, guys. I'll be right with you. I gotta get this, these windows closed in the S10. This time, let's not break the window. I can't believe the damn thing shattered last time. Ooh. Okay, it's up. So, this was a spare from the last door I had. Thank God I saved parts. I would have been screwed on this one. Well, that was a short-lived video, huh? It happens. Yeah, it's freaking already coming down. I wish I had a razor blade. I'd go ahead and take this off. Let's see. Does it work? Let's see if AutoZone card would take it off. It's been on there long enough. No. Just when you think things could happen. Hey, it works. Let's see. Come on. You can do it. Man, it's cooking in here. My air conditioner. I believe it'll work. This stuff is just so old. Surprised it don't just come right off. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Ooh. Man, that shit stinks. The smell of this stuff. What the hell is in it? Open up. I don't like taking razor blades to stuff. Scratches up your glass. Hey, check it out. It stopped raining. Does that mean we go back? All right, let's do it. We'll come back to you later. All right, let's go. Here we go. We're going back. Rain stopped for now. Yeah, look, it's probably gonna freaking come down as soon as I start working on this thing again. Just enough to get things wet. Isn't that nice? What a nice thing happened. All right. So next, now that we got the gasket on there. Looks like it's seating really good. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on. I guess the rain did help cool things off a little bit, so thank God for that. $9/16. For any of you who's working on one of these, just saying. Man, what a pain in the butt. But if it'll get it to quit leaking oil, that's all that matters. Because, man, it's coming out like a darn waterfall. Here, I'll take you guys in with me. Here we go. Alright, this is their working space. This is it. That's what I get. Nobody likes watching it. Where's all the automotive people at in the world? Hey, oh, get back here. I lost for a second. What a breeze. Alright, I better put it up there before I continue. Because that's going to hold everything down. Go down, down. My last video I did, my window busted out on my S10 while I was on live. I was trying to roll down the window because it was just scorching hot. Oh, I'm getting there. I can feel it. It's getting taut like a tiger. That's weird. Ain't that be really messed up? No, that ain't it. This had to be it because where it was coming from. I'm gonna set you guys over here. Alright, let's turn this camera around. Let's put you back here so you can see what I'm doing. Hands free. This has got to go back in here. Come on. There we go. That's awesome. Alright, that's out. Make sure everything's out of the way. Get that out of the way. Alright. Now for the screwdriver. I feel like this is not in the right place. Alright, there that is. hell, Bobby? Where'd she go? Oh, she's in there. There we go. Almost lost the screwdriver. Uh-oh. What an idiot. Fucking rain. You serious? Come on, man. People are trying to do things and things. Oh, crap, I'm about busting myself up. Oh, no, no. Come on. Freaking annoying. All right. All right, now let's try this again. 1, 2. All right, that's in there. Three, and then the one that you can't see is all the way in the back. Oh, come on. Yeah. 4. She's in there. All right, make sure all these are down. Everything's where it needs to be at. Plastics touching mufflers, perfect. Okay, everything's hooked up. All right, well that's back on there. Gaskets installed. It shouldn't leak oil now. Honestly, with that not being a problem anymore, I'll get this thing running up again and maybe I'll be able to drive it down the street. The only thing is, no, I can't do that yet. I gotta go buy the brake lines. I'm not about a 2,500-pound truck not being able to stop. Especially with all that horsepower down there. I need to button all this crap up. It looks like crap. It's all tied into places though, you know? When you know, you know. What the hell is that hooked to anyways? What is it? Why? Oh, there's a clip right here. Catching on it. Yeah, that's it. Put it all the way over there. Zip ties. Yep, sorry. Zip ties. Haha. All right. Oh, what you guys think about the engine? Is it nice or what? I know, it's a little messy right now, but I'm gonna tighten it all up. It's gonna look good. Right now, I just wanted to get that gasket on, so I had to move stuff out of the way, and I gotta get a throttle cable bracket to fit this engine because it's not a regular truck engine; it's a boat motor. So the bracket that I had fit on a 4-barrel, and it actually worked good. But now that I had to go back to this because the Holly was just putting too much fuel in there. So now I gotta figure out a bracket to go on here for the transmission cable and throttle cable. Because right now you see it's ghetto rigged, and I don't like that. But you know, some things, you know, they do work. Just get you a good old battery cable, tie it to your spring because it just wasn't long enough. And really, there wasn't nowhere to mount that, so I just figured, hell, why not put it there? Because what was happening was this was getting stuck back like this, and it was just freaking wide open throttle. Yeah, that was nice. But hey, I'll tell you what, this carburetor's pretty decent for pretty cheap on Amazon. The old Thunder Mingo. It's been a project for about 8-9 years now. Ever since it got blown up a long time ago. So this is the 3rd engine to go in this truck. The first one my dad got from his buddy. And he traded him a really good motor that wouldn't fit in here. And then put that in. And it was so messed up, it didn't want to run. Everything was timed in, everything was good, but it just wouldn't start. So we bought an engine for $800 from his other buddy from a Monte Carlo. It was running, and when we put it in, got it fired up for the first time, and it was knocking like crazy. Which, if you go back into any of my videos, you'll see the bearings that were in that engine. We got this engine here for $300 from one of my buddies. It came out of a boat. Had 19 hours on it, so practically new. And yeah, so, and the reason why they pulled it out, because on the bottom of the oil pan there was a hole from the salt water sitting in the boat, and that's the reason why they pulled it out, because they thought there was something jammed up in the engine, and the warranty people wouldn't cover it. So yeah, so we got this engine. I patched up the oil pan. It don't leak no more, so I got that put on and got this installed. We had a Holly carburetor on there, and it was just dumping fuel, and I never did anything to a Holly before, like rebuilding it, but I did try for the first time. Let's just say you need experience for some things. And it seemed like everything went together okay, but it still was just flooding down in there. Thought that, you know, maybe the fuel was just getting too much fuel, so we got a regulator. This has got to be tucked up and put away. But yeah, so got the Thunder Mingo. I put that on here, and it ran good. It ran good, and then I was pulling it through the yard and got out, was looking around, and oil was just pouring out the back. And what it was is, whenever we installed this distributor here, I guess the gasket fell off and we didn't see it, so I had to go buy a new one, and that's what I was just doing just now. In order to get this truck on the road, I got to replace the brake lines here, both sides, because the caliper was stuck closed, and as soon as I released that line there, it opened wide up. So yeah, these are swollen on the inside. Hopefully that'll come off pretty easy. I doubt it. Nothing's easy. Yeah. So that's what I'm working with right now. Now that that's on, I gotta see if this thing will come on. I gotta probably bring the jumper cables. It's been sitting for a while. Battery's probably dead even though it's brand freaking new. And here comes the rain again. It feels good on my back though because it is freaking hot outside. Yeah, so I went to the junkyard and got this electric fan because these pulleys came off the Monte Carlo engine. All these here, so whenever I put that on, there ain't a special fan that actually fits this damn thing. I thought, you know, just an ordinary Chevrolet engine fan would work, but it don't. So anyways, I went the route of buying this electric fan here. So yeah, it's on a switch and gives it more clearance here too. So also that's another good thing, it don't take up more power from the engine with the fan being on there. Hopefully, and I know that we still got to hook up the speedometer cable because it don't work. I think that's on the back of the transmission. That's electric. So yeah, we need to know how fast we're going. No, we don't. We'll just drive. So there's plenty of brake fluid. It's not leaking out nowhere. Yeah, it's still full. It's all the way up here. Now the pump in the back, you're supposed to be able to drop it in there, take out the electric fuel pump, and just put a, you know, just have the arm down so you can get the reading for the fuel. And then you got like a rubber hose with a sock on the end. But I don't know, it's towards the bottom. I do know that. It's just it don't pick up very good. So we got an inline pump and it's right there in the middle. So it should be able to pull and push enough fuel. But yeah, this has just been a big project. This is a money hole. We've probably spent about $3 grand in this truck and it's still sitting here. Well, I say $3 grand because of the other engines and everything else, all the parts and stuff that we put on this truck. Probably should have just sold it a long time ago, but we like our old Chevrolets and GMZs. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing sit here, and we're probably going to put a charger on it. Let the battery charge for a while. Come out here and try to fire it up. I'm probably going to have to put it back in time again. We're going to have to figure out a bracket for this, for the speedo cable here and all that good jazz. But thanks again for tuning in, and please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because there's going to be more videos here in the future. Thanks again.